My name is Kristine and my family and I have been coming to CEFC for the past 14 years. This place has always felt like home to me, and I truly feel like I have a church family here. It's been incredible over the years to see the changes that God has had in store for us. He continues to grow our church family, and even this building has grown with 2 expansions. But now we're heading into multi-site, and I just want to share a story about how God's been working on my heart to prepare me for multi-site at CEFC. Looking back, I remember when we first started talking about multi-site and how nervous I was because it's not something that I was familiar with at the time. But I also couldn't help but feel excited of the possibility of sharing this church that I love so much with another community. And we got to a point where it seemed like we were really focusing in on Mount Holly Springs. And when I heard that, I was not excited anymore. Because I live in Mount Holly, and I knew that if that's where God was sending us, that my family and I would need to consider being part of that campus. My gut reaction to that was, no. Carlisle is my home church. That's where my people are. That's where I serve, and that's where I'm comfortable. We hadn't even committed to Mount Holly yet, and I was completely shut down about it already. Over time, God started challenging me about the things that were making me anxious about considering this change. And one of those things really was the fear of change. It's not always a comfortable thing to make a change. And he reminded me about how much he loves to stretch us and to take us out of our comfort zone to help us grow. And I don't want to miss out on an opportunity like that. But then I was also nervous about where I serve. I've been on the production team here for over 9 years, and I realized that if I left and went to another campus, that would be a hole that somebody would have to fill, and I didn't feel good about that. But then God did something incredible. He actually provided not 1, but 2 new volunteers who were interested in learning about my area of ministry. And I realized, wow, I haven't even left yet, and he's already making a way for me to go. We are entering into an exciting new chapter at CEFC. God has provided us with a location for our very first multi-site campus, and we're going to Mount Holly. And I just want to encourage each of you to be praying about how God would use you to get involved in this. Some of you are already being called to go, and that's incredible. We can't wait to see how God's going to use you there. But for those of you who might be staying, that's okay too, because God has a place for you here at Carlisle as well. And I would just encourage you that if you haven't gotten involved in serving, to take that next step, because by you stepping up to serve, you're making a way for someone else to go.